Hey Virgo, welcome back to my YouTube channel. These are going to be your messages for the month of July 2019. So I changed some things up this time around, switched up the angle. Let me know if you guys like this angle. And I went ahead and laid out your first layer just so we can kind of save a little bit of time. So if you guys are new or if you are rejoining my YouTube channel, thank you guys so much for being here. It means so much to me. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Check the description box for all of the important information that your hearts would desire to know about a YouTube video. And let's go ahead and get started. So Virgo, at the center of your reading, you have the Knight of Swords. And there's an interesting story playing out, I feel, in your energy this month and in your cards. First of all, you have quite a bit of Swords energy, which represents mental energy. And we'll get into that in a second. You also have a few really big major arcanas here. But looking at your Knight of Swords, and I feel that it's tied into the Fool. I feel like you guys have recently overcome some huge obstacles or some really big challenges in your life, and you're just kind of forging a new path for yourself. Like you're just kind of, you know what, I'm not gonna be held back or held down by these things anymore, and you're really wanting to start fresh. You are starting fresh. I do see you kind of turning a corner and turning over a new leaf starting in the month of July if it hasn't started already. But for a lot of you guys, I feel like these obstacles or these hardships that you have had to overcome maybe in recent months have to do with romance or with a past romantic partner. You do have the Lovers card here as well as the Two of Cups, and this is kind of going into the story that I said was playing out here in your cards. I do feel like there was some sort of betrayal that happened. You have the Ten of Swords here above the Lovers card, and then you have the Ace of Swords on the other side of you. So definitely this could have been you could have had a deceitful lover that you recently let go of, and this person may have, there may have been cheating, there may have just been lies, just petty little arguments and lies about stupid shit. And honestly, this is a person that you might have been friends with before. Two of Cups here. This could be a person that you met through a friend of a friend, that type of situation. But definitely I feel for a lot of you Virgos, this is someone that you had a deep history with. There could have been talk of marriage. There could have been talk of moving in, being long-term, having kids, all of those things. But really it was just kind of tying into this person's nature of being a liar, just kind of, you know, playing along for the sake of playing along. And ultimately what ended up happening in the end was there was some sort of just, it ended badly, I feel, for a lot of you guys. And Eight of Cups here is signaling to me that a lot of you guys walked away, or you just were like, you know what, this is a huge red flag. This is something that I can't forgive. This is something that I can't even look at you the same for. I don't trust you the same. I don't know if we can continue on. And so you decided to end the relationship. And good on you, basically. Because I feel like this person was really just, for a lot of you guys, I feel like this partner was just playing a game. And there really wasn't any truth to, I mean, maybe in the beginning a little bit, but ultimately this person is very insecure within themselves. They're very sort of unsure within themselves. And so, of course, they couldn't have that sense of sincerity with you. And they led you on and they made you feel like it was real. They made you feel like it was sincere, even when they themselves knew deep down inside that it wasn't. And you're just kind of, you just had to walk away. You just had to walk away. And maybe for a while you guys were in this Ten of Swords energy where you were just feeling very defeated, feeling very helpless, feeling very powerless, feeling like this person had stole something from you. But now you're definitely in this Knight of Swords and the Fool energy where you have overcome this hurdle. You have finally reached the end of the tunnel and you are seeing the light. You are seeing that, you know, there is better out there for you. It's just a matter of you getting up and going after it for yourself. You also have the Six of Swords here. So to me, the Six of Swords is a very interesting energy because the phrase that comes to mind whenever I see the Six of Swords is the hero's journey. So there definitely was a lot of soul searching that you had to go through to kind of pull yourself out of this Ten of Swords energy. That's why they're opposing each other in the spread. So you went on this internal journey and you really had to kind of dig really deep. And there had to be forgiveness of yourself and forgiveness of this partner in order for you to now be in the energy of the Fool and the Knight of Swords. So there is a sort of acceptance here. You're just kind of like, okay, you know, I thought it was the end of the world. It's not. You're picking yourself up, you're dusting yourself off, and you're moving on. A lot of you guys, I see you guys refocusing in the month of July. You have the King of Pentacles at the top of your spread here. So I see you guys doing what you do best, rebuilding yourself, rebuilding your resources, focusing on your work, focusing on your money, and just being the solid earth sign that you are. You're just bringing all of this trauma and all of this energy, you're transmuting it into something that is constructive, something that you can kind of put back into yourself to help refuel you. So very good job, Virgos. I know that message is a little specific and we're going to see what's in your second layer, but it was very obvious to me that a lot of you guys are kind of coming out of a love thing that was not the healthiest. Additional messages for Virgo. What does Virgo need to know for the month of July? What other messages for Virgo? All right, so at the center of your second layer, Virgo, you have the Three of Swords, King of Cups, the Chariot, perfect to be above the Three of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the Eight of Wands, the Strength card, the High Priestess, the King of Wands, and the Three of Wands. Excellent. So, yeah, very much sort of reiterating the messages of the first layer. You have the Three of Swords at the center of your reading, and then you have the Chariot card and the Eight of Wands surrounding it on either side. So these are two energies that represent movement and things moving rapidly, things moving quickly. So it's not necessarily that you rushed. Some of you may have rushed. Some of you may have rushed through the process of healing from this trauma or healing from this relationship. But really what I'm reading this Eight of Wands and the Chariot as is that a lot of you guys are you're just ready to get on with your life. Like you're at a place now where the pain of it and the betrayal of it is a little more manageable on an emotional and mental level. You're finding every day to be a little easier than the last. And so now you just want to get on with it. And that's what you're doing. You have the Strength card on the other side of this Three of Swords here. So you've definitely learned a lot from this experience, and you know moving forward now what is acceptable to you and what is not. And that is something that you maybe otherwise would not have gotten if it weren't for this experience, or it would have taken you a little bit longer to get without this experience. And so you guys have really done the work, and you've taken this experience and you've you're seeing the positive that has come out of it, or at least you're trying to, and that is something that you're carrying with you moving forward. You also have the Three of Wands here, which is an energy of overcoming overcoming obstacles as well, being triumphant in your journey, being triumphant in your struggle. So you guys are definitely seeing yourself in a more solid, more strengthened, more sturdy way that is actually giving you more self-confidence, if that makes sense, because you're kind of saying to yourself, okay, if I can deal with this and if I can go through this and come out and be okay, I'm like, you know, you're kind of feeling untouchable. You're feeling very confident. You have the King of Cups, the King of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. So 3 different energies here. Very interesting. Some of you guys, this is the person that you're moving away from, because he is underneath the Three of Swords and the Chariot card. So some of you are moving away from a fiery energy, or someone who has fire in their chart, someone who may have been very dominant over you, someone who was maybe manipulative with their words or with their actions, someone who liked to be in charge, maybe was a little narcissistic. And these are the 2 energies that I see you guys carrying with you in the month of July because of these experiences. So King of Cups here, you're definitely feeling more in control of your emotions. You are in a place, like I said, with the Strength card and the Three of Wands here, where you are definitely not wanting to be in that position again. You are not wanting to give your power away to another person like that again. And so you're being more discerning. You're being more, your boundaries are stronger. You are more protective of yourself and of your emotions. You are honoring your emotions more. And with the Queen of Swords here, you're more observant. You're paying more attention to those red flags that you see in people, and you're not ignoring them anymore. You are instead being quite logical, which is perfect for a Virgo. Being quite logical in the sense of, like, you know, you're not so much jumping to conclusions, but you're talking yourself through it. You're kind of coaching yourself, and you're like, okay, like, burn me once, shame on you. Burn me twice, yeah, we're not even gonna get to twice. Like, you're just kind of like, you know, who can I trust now, and who, but not in an unhealthy sense of just wanting to, like, slash people out of your life. Now she has this giant sword in her hand. You're not approaching it in an unhealthy way. You're approaching it because you yourself are different and your boundaries are different. And so you're looking at the rest of your life and the people in it, and you're observing, you're taking scope of the land, you know, and you're just kind of like, okay, like, what maybe are some things about people that I spend time with that are infringing on my boundaries that I maybe didn't notice before, and how can I kind of coach them or coach myself, or, you know, like, how can I sort of compromise through this now? Like, you're doing it in a very healthy and a very mature way. I hope that makes sense. High Priestess here, definitely more intuitive. You are feeling, and this could also be because of the eclipse season that is approaching. Solar eclipse on July 2nd in the sign of Cancer. Be on the lookout for that. It's been rough for me already, but I think you guys ultimately are just in a space with the High Priestess here where you are, the word that's coming to me is internal. You're becoming a little more internal, and again, not in an unhealthy sense, but you are noticing your feelings more. You're paying more attention to how people make you feel. You're paying more attention to what you're giving out into the universe, what you're giving out to other people, and you're just taking better stock in where your energy is going, what is giving what is being given back to you. And that is something that is sort of heightening your intuition, heightening your sensitivity. The word that's coming, or the words that are coming to me through this High Priestess card, is stronger self-trust. Because the High Priestess doesn't need anyone to, she doesn't need anyone to sort of do this work for her. She uses her intuition to give her the answers. She doesn't need, you know, an outside source to gather that information for her, to get that knowledge or that knowing for her. It's all within her. And so that's what I feel it's going to be about, for starting in the month of July, for the rest of the year, because this eclipse energy may be hitting you guys in one of your intuitive psychic houses. But I think that's all I have for you, Virgo. Damn. Keep going, man, because you guys are killing it. Like, you guys are, I like this path that you guys are on. This energy feels very empowered to me. It feels like you're shedding a skin. And I like that. That's definitely something that is great for eclipse season, because you definitely don't want to come out of eclipse season and be the same person. That's not going to work. So I hope you guys got something out of these messages. As I said before, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate all of you so much from the bottom of my heart, and I will see you guys in my next video. Take care.